Saturday morning, I left my house at 5 a.m. to drive to Raleigh to attend the Summer Speech Spectacular, which was an all-day event hosted by the Triangle Top Toastmasters. It was interesting. It was an interesting evolution. There were about 25 people from across the district that had come together for a speech jam. Now, the way it was organized is that there were 3 blocks across 3 rooms. Now, we didn't have enough people to really fill out 3 rooms, so the first block was a couple of speeches in each room. Now, each of these speeches were prepared speeches, and I know we had a lengthy conversation last week about pathways. For this particular event, pathways were a required element. You had to present a pathway speech. And since I only had one more speech left on my path, I chose not to participate in this particular event. As a speaker, I did participate as an evaluator. Now, one of the speeches I heard was the topic of a tall tale. And if you're not familiar with it, a tall tale is a 3 to 5 minute speech that you take an event and exaggerate it beyond all proportions, to its largest proportions, which is the topic of an upcoming event in October that's going to be hosted by the district, which is a tall tale speech competition, as well as a humorous speech competition, to get us ready for the speech competitions in January, which, if you're new to the club, we'll talk ad nauseum about that over the next several months. One of the things that occurred during this particular event was Bryant Pergerson, I think he's the program quality director for district now. He gave a sort of instructional speech, and one of the things he mentioned was, ask me about Toastmasters. Dennis, I saw you wearing this button not too long ago. The last meeting, I think you had it on. Ask me about Toastmasters. We all discovered Toastmasters through different means. Lauren, how did you discover Toastmasters?
Through a program I was affiliated with.
Okay, somebody told you about it?
Yeah, someone told me about it.
Or personal referral, if you will. What about yourself? A peer told you about it? Anthony, how'd you find out about Toastmasters?
I watched it when I was a young Marine. Some older Marines went to Toastmasters. So when I just thought about it, knew about it, when I retired, I wanted to go find Toastmasters.
And the old head back in the room, Ron, how did you find out about Toastmasters? I know that it was cuneiform and clay tablets. Somebody delivered to you one of the 10 commandments off of the mount. How did you find out about Toastmasters?
Somebody walked by one day, supply school, and he said, hey, why don't you join me at Toastmasters? I said, oh, I'll think about it. Well, it turned out about 2-3 weeks later, I was suffering from a bout of depression. So I said, I guess I'll go to Toastmasters and see what's going on, be around some people. And I don't think I missed more than 2 or 3 Toastmasters meetings in that experience, except for when I was sick or something like that. But I not only use Toastmasters like every Tuesday night, but when I travel, that's my overnight stay, wherever there's a Toastmasters club, and that's just the way I do it.
And just like, in fact, I'm going to Memphis next week, and I'm going to schedule time to go to a meeting in Memphis to be a traveling Toastmaster. The point I wanted to make is that we are all ambassadors for this international organization. And just like Ron has said multiple times, is if you're a Toastmaster in Jacksonville, North Carolina, you're a Toastmaster in Timbuktu. You can find a local meeting. When we're ambassadors for the club, if we have these buttons, and I can get more of these, Brian has 500 of them, I can get everybody a button. If you wear your club and it's a topic, it's a conversation starter. Ask me about Toastmasters. Prepare for yourself a short 30-second elevator pitch about what Toastmasters is. Toastmasters is where I come to associate with other people that have a desire to be better speakers and speak off the cuff or in a prepared manner. It helps me become a better business person. So when I wear this button, if I was in Food Lion today, which I was, and somebody asked me, What is Toastmasters? I give them that 30-second off-the-cuff elevator pitch. How it can benefit you is you can become a better speaker. You can become a better leader in your business and in your community. So, ask me about Toastmasters, Mr. Toastmaster.